out Rebel Talk Radio on YouTube with Relic and DY Young. You already know they putting in that work. And you want to check out the realest music reviews and dopest content from underground artists, hip-hop artists? Check out Rebel Talk Radio. They are literally quick with the flow, like Bruce Lee riding in a 10-speed Fuji in the movie. Big fans! Great fans in the building. Rebel Talk Radio is in the building. Let's get it!
Rebel top. Ooh, better watch out when the car. It is time to damn drop. Ooh, hey, rebel top. Ooh, tell me get the top, we gon' never stop. Feel me, yo, they gon' rock.
And we're live. We are back.
What up, y'all? Long time no see. What's poppin'?
Rebel Talk Radio's back at it like a crack addict.
Gone. And then I'm back like I left my hat. Let's get it. Hell yeah, man. Yo, salute to everybody. It is Friday night. I know y'all could be doing so much more, but y'all kicking it with your boys. Y'all already know.
We got some really interesting stuff to go over tonight. We're independent artists, right? We look for opportunities. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna make money? How are we gonna make this something that we can continue to do for the longevity's sake, right? And just continue to have fun and hopefully have some monetary gain during the process. Well, we have some information for you.
Hell yeah. Do us a favor, though, man. Take a moment, share up the stream, spread the word. If you are an independent artist and you are looking for a potential big break or anything like that, this is definitely a stream that you're going to want to tune into, because we're going to talk about some opportunities that we discovered for y'all. You know what I mean? If you're independent artists, you're trying to look for that big push. And there's also other ways that you can go as well. So we're going to kind of inform y'all about some of these things that we found for y'all, and tell y'all about who's looking for who and all that shit. You already know.
Facts, man. Hey, hey, so just real quick while the stream's being shared and all that shit. So I heard today there was an article that went out today about Nicki Minaj's new Pink Friday 2. And it was, the Billboard was taking out 100,000 sold units off of her, what she has right now, right? I guess she sold like 222,000 units in the first week or something like this. It's close to the number. Anyway, she had ran a contest with all of her followers on her social media platforms. And it was, if you buy 4 of her albums, right? It was like, if you buy 4 of them, you're entered into this contest. And I forget what she was offering, but she was doing something dope, right? So who's going to buy 4? Why else would you buy 4 albums, right? You're going to get something dope. So she runs a contest for all of her, I don't know what they call, what do they call her following?
Aren't they called like Barbies or something?
The Menage a Trois.
Nah, I think it's like the Menage. I don't know. Barbies.
Barbies.
I think they're the Barbies.
The Barbies. The Barbie Menage a Trois. Anyway, so the gang. So anyway, so they end up taking out 100,000 of her units that she sold. So that considerably drops her in the charting. And so now she's sitting up there with like 122,000. Like, that's really big when it comes to like points for labels and shit. And like how much money they're going to get on their kickback and whatnot. Because the more you sell, the more you're out of your obligation for said release, right? Because when you sign the contract, you have an obligation, money that you have to make back. So losing 100K like that, records sold, that's a big deal, man. Think about it. A record costs what, $10?
Yeah, something like that. Talking on the line of records, actually, we're going to talk to you about some record labels that are actually looking to sign and to have people join their label. So mind you, Relic and I did the research. All these labels that we are going to be telling you is 100% legit. We ain't going to sell no rebels, no bullshit. We're going to show y'all the legits. You know, we went through it. We analyzed it. We researched and we found out these are authentic. So we're going to tell you what these labels are for Rebel Hip Hop News. We're going to tell you what these are. So stay tuned.
We do it for the culture. Rapping, we do it for the whole squad. We was down, but we came back. Now we back.
And we're back with the news.
Hell yeah. All right, so yo, first things first, man. First things first. So for y'all artists out here that are looking for their big break, mind you, it's doing the label isn't always the best choice, but as Relic and I were discussing previously, if you are an artist that don't really have much of a following, much of a marketing or anything like that going on for them, then potentially signing a 360 deal or something like that can be beneficial to your artistry.
If you have nothing, though, you had no following, no branding, nothing, 360 deal might be what's for you.
So what do you think in regards to people that do have a following and things like that? What would you recommend for them?
Well, that artist that's out, everybody probably knows him by now, La Russell, the dude from Sacramento. He did a interview with Bootleg Kev, and I follow that shit. And basically, I have the same kind of perspective where if you have like a cult following and you have people that are there and dedicated to your music and willing to support it, you right there, you already have more than a label's really going to offer you off the bat, right? I mean, that's my point of view right there. Like, you're going to bring that to the label and give it to them. So if you have something like that, I feel like it might be worth it to just move forward on your own independent venture. But if you don't, 360 deal could be the deal for you.
100%. So if y'all are looking for your big break, I'm gonna tell you on one label right now in particular that is looking for artists is Redbull Records. It's Redbull Records. So with Redbull Records, it is kind of like a extension of the Red Bull energy drink. So it's a huge franchise. Red Bull is a huge company. So they obviously have the funds to back your music up like that. So Redbull Records is it's a record label that's headquarters is located in Los Angeles, California, and it's subsidiary of the energy drink company Red Bull, and has offices in Los Angeles, London, New York. Since its inception, Red Bull Records has been home to artists and bands such as Our Nation, Twin, Atlantic, and Beartooth. So
leave it to you to fucking butcher your name, bro. I swear to God.
Yo, to be real, man. But to be real, like I'm not into like much like rock. So but they are looking for more than just rock now. They're actually looking for hip hop as well. So they're looking for alternative and hip hop artists to have joined their label. So this is a big label that has a lot of resources behind them. So if it's something, if you can see yourself signing to Red Bull Records, that sounds dope as shit. I ain't gonna cap. When I seen Red Bull had a record label, I'm like, what? Red Bull Records? That's crazy.
Well, when I see, tell like when you think about Red Bull, I'm thinking that it would be like artists that are bringing more of an energetic hype type feeling. You know what I mean? You really got to know what you're bringing before you look into these different records.
Because its whole foundation is based off an energy drink, right? So I'm guessing they're looking for energetic type thing. So do additional research to this. We're just kind of giving you the information saying that this label is looking for alternative / hip hop artists that you can send the information to. They'll listen, check you out, and if they see potential in you, they'll reach out to you with the information you provided them. So it is something that if you are looking for a big break and you're like, fuck it, I got nothing to lose, I'm down to try to get as much exposure and have a big company back me up, then that's actually another company. Relic, there's another company, you know which one that is?
So hey, yo, Maya Banks says they should just sign y'all. You might be right about that, but
Hell nah. You know why, Relic? Because we is a label, man.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? We doing it the grind way. I take pride in knowing that we built something from nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I take pride in. So the distribution deal maybe, but I ain't gonna sign to no label. That's just me though.
Yeah, I mean, piggybacking off of the conversation we had about signing to a label, if you have a following and you go to one of these labels and submit your demo and your portfolio, and you have that whole following behind you, it might be best to sign a distribution deal. It's like 1 in a million, bro, but that would be really dope. So the next album's Baby Grande, and baby, they've been around for a long time. Baby Grande, They're out of New York, and when I think of Baby Grande, just because I've listened to some of the artists on their label in the past, they've had several artists from Wu-Tang Clan, but right now, currently, who they have from Wu-Tang is GZA. That's it. That's all they got. I feel like that's all they got right now. They have artists like GZA, Little Scrappy, Shelly Flame. I've heard of her, Shelly Flame. Stove God Cooks. So Baby Grande, like I said, they're out. They're an American independent record label and a creative collective comprising musicians, filmmakers, photographers, painters, and writers. So if you do any of that stuff, right? If you make music or movies, or you take pictures, you paint, or you write, have publishing, any of that stuff, make sure to submit to these guys. They're founded in 2001 by Chuck Wilson, former director of A&R of Priority Records, EMI, which is huge, right? And they're big for independent acts coming in, man. They have a huge catalog. I mean, 3,000 albums is not a small feat. That's pretty damn big. And they focus on hip hop, EDM, and indie rock. Pretty much anything is what they're saying that they're accepting right now. They've helped launch a lot of careers for artists, and I actually have a story behind that. There's a local act here that I think they've since been dropped from the album, but from the record label. But during that time, they were signed to Baby Grande and released a whole album. It's actually really good. The Society of Invisibles. Oh shit! See, this person already knows that the Society of Invisibles. Hey, E2 got yeah, dude. Listen, my homeboy Sneaky Pete Parker, Steve. He's from my neighborhood. His Sun Scissorhands and Captain Jack Sparrow is from here. These are their names, literal names. But anyway, they're all from here. And then Jay from the Vendetta Kings. Anyways, they're all signed to Baby Grande Records, and they put out some music, man. So this is real. If you take your demos and you feel real confident in what you're bringing and what you're making, then I think it's a good thing for you to at least try to throw your portfolio out there to Baby Grande. There's all that information is in the link to this video. You can actually go on there, and if you go down to where it says contact, you can send their submit. They'll take your submissions, videos, any demos that you might have. They'll take a listen to it, and if they like what they hear, hey, maybe you'll get a phone call from them.
Yeah, and we also got one more label on this list too that we said, we checked our sources, and these are credible labels, no scam shit. So this one's called Stone Throw Records. They're looking for hip hop, soul, electronic. So they're specifying, but all these ones that we're targeting, we're looking for ones that are more so hip hop, because a lot of our rebels that we rock with are hip hop artists. So, but they are open to a lot of other ones. But the cool thing about this with Stone Throw Records is that they're actually doing internships as well. So if you're looking to be enrolled in college in Los Angeles, you can send in the resume, look for an internship, and you can actually get your credentials up and network through their program and internship. So that's something that I would definitely look into if you're really devoted to music and want to actually work for a label. This is something that has a lot of resources behind it as well. So Relic was right. We did put all the links in the description below. It's easy for you if you want to look. It take you right to the submit form, and then you can start giving the information right there if that's something that you're into. But a lot of artists have the tendency, I feel, Relic, is to not really like do shit with their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people get in that mindset where they're gonna sit on it, listen to it, not really put shit out. The best thing an artist can really do is put themselves out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, 100%. And you know what? Just like any other artist, myself, I hold my shit back. You know, like I have a whole collection of music that no one's ever heard because I just hold on to it. And I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, for real. You actually have like 4 songs in the cut that like I'm still waiting for. I'm just saying.
Well, that's stuff that's work in progress. But think about the 4 that we're waiting on, right? Like I probably have 100, 200 of them that are just chilling there. I mean, your testament can probably be very similar as well.
Yeah, man. And recommendation to y'all, man, just put it out, bro. Like, I mean, one, you'll never know who's going to listen to it, right? It just takes one time for the right person. And 2, man, it motivates you staying consistent. Because if you're not consistent with your artistry, people have the tendency to get back to being comfortable, getting lazy. So continuously challenging yourself to put shit out, giving yourself subject matters. There's a lot of dope people that we networked with as well that do contests, bar challenges, things like that. Rebel Talk Radio is going to have our own for that too, so make sure that you look out for that when we put out bar challenges and things like that. But shout out to shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, man. That's our gang, man. Come on.
The gang. What's the gang, man?
Larry Belly Bate.
Oh yeah. The homies, man. It's Big Kahuna and them.
Yeah. What's this shit? What's this shit called again?
Big Kahuna and them.
Yo, that's wild.
Not even like that.
Minute, man. It's been a minute. True mob.
Come on,
shout
man.
out to
I knew that. I was just testing his ass.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Holy shit.
Hey, yo, Kahuna, if you're rewatching this shit, bro, just know I was just testing. I was just waiting for him to say that shit. That's all, bro.
Yeah, and that was supposed to be actually like a shout out. So let me rewind that. So yeah, we do people like shout out to True Mob. We rock with people like that do contests, things like that. So they actually are part of the movement too. They're a big part. We actually had a cipher with them too. So they do a lot of contests for hip hop artists. So just put your shit out there on a consistent basis, man. That's one thing that I definitely want to put out there.
Facts. And I think another thing, I just gotta reply to one of some of these comments here. This is particularly to the location where I'm at right now, but ET Got Vintage says AZ is a tough city to push your music. So many haters. That's true, man. I think it's just because Phoenix is like a big ass suburb, and those suburbs are split into fucking sections and shit, and it can get weird, and people start hating. But it's like that in every town, right? There's a million haters, and then there's that one person that supports. But we're fortunate. We have the internet today. And as a person who has access to the internet, we all have a phone, man. And if you have the stuff, put it out. There's so many more people out there on the internet. Of course, you want to get a local following, but it's also important to have that digital following as well. But what do you think, DY, about, yes, we're musicians. Yes, we're rappers. We're singers. We're doing all this stuff in our free time and trying to make it a career. But in this industry, the entertainment industry, there are so many different things you can do.
100%. Like I got to a point in my life where I wanted to be more involved with music because I started out as just an artist going to the studio, paying for studio time, right? And I love music so much that I actually devoted a lot of time, and not just in rapping and hip hop. I wanted to invest more in my craft by educating myself, growing with a team, right? So if for y'all that don't know, Relic and I do engineer music. It kind of gets to the point when you're an artist, the more self-sufficient you are, the more people are going to want to pick up on you, right? If you're reliant on going to the studio just to record, then that, for an example, like if you're going to sign to a label and you have to get studio time, that's shit that's going to add up on what you got to pay them back, right? The more sufficient you are, the more money and profit you can make for yourself, and the more time you can take on your craft, right? When you're in the studio, you're booked in for 3 hours. That's money, you know what I mean? And when you're at home, you invest in the right equipment and educate yourself, then you'll be able to take your time, spend less money, save money essentially, and really dive into it so much more deeper. So there's lots of avenues, man. We also got like videography, you know what I mean? Music videos, like it all entwines with one another for sure.
Right. And then there's also people behind the artists. You know, there's the writers, there's the directors, the producers. Have you ever seen a producer in the studio? The guy that doesn't even do anything, is just sits there and he's like, "Hey man, I want to hear something like this." Wah, 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 wah. And then the guy's like, "Hold up, keep doing that." And then he starts playing it. Like there's that dude, bro. Like you literally, you know what I'm saying? Like you literally,
I know that dude.
Don't need to be able to know nothing, no chords or nothing. You could be that dude. You know, so if you open up your mind and you say, "Hey, I really want to be involved in this life. This is what I'm meant to do." You know, you might start somewhere, like one of these internships that DY was talking about. I was looking at Warner Music Group. I was like, damn, they got like 100 billion internships up right now. If I was 18 years old, just going straight to college, man, I would go to a city. If I could relive my life, and I would take that internship, you know, because like, think about it, man. Like if you start at that young age, by the time you're 21, 22, time you're able to drink here in the United States, you could be connected with all kinds of people.
Yeah, and the more credentials and accolades you build for yourself, the better it is for you, right? Because working with like a big label like Warner Brothers, you're probably going to meet so many artists that you worked on the record with, right? So you'll be getting out your name in that way, you know. So definitely when you are being an artist, man, and you're actually truly invested, we are one of those platforms that are going to tell you and keep you in the loop with opportunities such as like what labels are signing who. We're going to dive into a little bit of synchro licensing, things like that. You'll catch that on the next video. We'll talk about sync licensing. And we also offer services as well for y'all that are trying to understand the engineering aspect of things and trying to just kind of put their stuff out there more, trying to figure out how you do these video edits. Like we established a team, a thorough team that's devoted and works well together. So shout out to our crew, all of Rebel Talk Radio. They got a solid team, man.
Yeah, man. It's been a long road so far, but it's been really rewarding. And DY was talking about all this time that you put in toward these record labels put in towards like projects and stuff. Yes, technically we are a record label, and we have been working on a project. And for every one song, I have to tell you, I've put about 24 hours of work in for each one. And I'm sure, and DY is probably around the same. And so if you think about it, all the time that's put into these things, that can rack up tremendous amounts of fucking money. You might, so just. It depends on what you're trying to do and what your goals are with your music and things like that. But I mean, overall, just understand that when you're perfecting your craft and you're trying to create a polished product, it takes time. Some people are naturals, man. The Tupacs are very rare in this world. In my opinion, you know what I mean? Those are the people that I look up to when it comes to MCing, the Notorious B.I.G.s and shit like that. The people that had something really refined to say at a very young age, and they knew how to say it. And you used to talk about that a lot too.
Mama Do said Bad Boys might have openings. Kidding, but not. Oh, that's hilarious. For y'all,
did you say Bad Boy might have?
Yeah, Bad Boys.
No, Mama, you went there. Oh, she went there. That's hilarious, man. So if y'all don't know, you want to talk about that a little bit before?
Yeah, man. Like if hopefully y'all are entwined with hip hop, what's going on there. P. Diddy's getting a lot of cases on him in regards to saying that rape and things like that. Basically, all the rumors that people be saying be happening at these P. Diddy parties. You know what I mean? So it's funny because he's now starting to get charged for this shit,
if
and
you
we're
don't want
like,
the producer all up in your booty hole. No.
Yeah, shit. Like, real shit. Like it's not new to us now. Like I heard this shit, I'm like, wait, didn't we always know this? Like, didn't we already hear about these P. Diddy parties? So like, it's not me. I wasn't like, oh my God, he did this. I'm like, oh, okay. Now they finally do something about it. Shout out to P. Diddy though. I ain't hating on you, man. It's all, hypothetical. Not you don't know yet. You don't know. He hasn't been charged yet. So no disrespect.
No, he hasn't been charged. Well, he has. There has been lawsuits brought up against him. But see, here's the thing about P. Diddy. His pockets are so deep. How deep are they? Listen, they're so deep, he's going to squash it real quick. He's going to offer you $1 million, and you're going to be quiet, right? Which is exactly what happened with Cassie, man. So, I don't know. We'll see how this unfolds. My mom, she, shouts out to Mama. She has an astrology channel where she actually like looked at all this stuff, and it was like 6 months ago or something like that, 5-6 months ago. She said something's going to happen with P. Diddy in October. And it was crazy, bro. Because in October, all this shit started coming out, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was nuts, bro. And she was like, man. So anyways, it's just cool to see her diving into what she loves to do. But at the same time, she took a look at this situation and was able to see something was going to happen. So she's predicting that beginning of the year, something bad, really big is going to happen. And so we'll see.
You know who's hilarious with it? 50 Cent, man. Like he came up with this side. He's like, yo, I'm gonna make a documentary on this called Surviving Diddy. And then he said another one like Diddy didn't do it.
Dude, 50 is a fucking, he's the king, bro.
Fucking hilarious.
No
man.
shit, right? But he'll troll anybody. I think he doesn't like Diddy though, bro. He never has. It's not secret.
Nah.
And his success, 50 Cent's success, like where he's at, he can literally, he has the same platform as Diddy does, in my opinion. Big of a platform, right? And so it's so funny to watch them go at each other. Diddy's quiet now. He's in the corner, you know?
Facts.
Shit, bro. I heard
but
that.
You know what?
I heard that. Sorry, I heard that fucking Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car, bro. You hear about that shit?
I don't know, man. I heard he shot someone just for snoring.
We gotta call 50 for a cameo. That would be fucking lit.
Yo, man, that would be 50 Cent is definitely someone that I want to meet in real life. But yo, another thing too, we're gonna kind of hop into some of our services to kind of show y'all what's good. We do a lot at the time. We back in the past we have been doing music consulting. If that's something that y'all into, short form music review, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get your music review, things like that, definitely send it in prior to the show starting. That's something that we're starting up, prevents line waiting, things like that, and then we can give y'all honest advice and then offer which services will be best for you. And then you do what you want with the information that we tell you.
Facts, man. We do offer a lot of different stuff. We have an in-house producer, makes beats. You can literally take a beat, listen to it, and make you a beat similar. So, I mean, if you found something you like, let us know.
I actually think I'm gonna do that next stream. I'll compare some of the beats that he made for me, particularly based off of, because I was in a situation where I made a song to a beat, but then it got sold, right? But I didn't want to have to scrap it. So we have an in-house producer where he'll listen to the beat and literally get it same tempo, everything. So he can literally take your vocals and put it on this beat. So you don't have to worry about rewriting it or anything like that. And he gives you different types of vibes with it, where so when you're spitting on it, he'll give you a variety of things to choose from. So that's another service that we did get on our with Rebel Talk Radio. We've been networking this plug. So definitely reach out, man. We'll showcase some of it next stream.
Facts. Also, another big thing that's happening for Rebel Talk Radio right now is Wise album is releasing on the 29th. Should be on every single streaming platform, kind of ironing out those details as we speak. But yeah, that's big for us, man. It's the first release we've ever had as a label. Really looking forward to it because I believe that's a really great project. So stay tapped in for that. Your Spotify's, whatever you listen on, Tidal, YouTube. It should all be there. But we're really looking forward to that. So that's in about 2 weeks?
Yeah, around that, December 29th. So definitely a dope little album for after the holidays, going into the new year. It's going to be definitely a banger. So we looking forward to that project as well.
Facts, man. Big year for us, man. Really big year for us.
Hell yeah. So yeah, if y'all got any questions, man, feel free to hit us up in our email. You can also reach out to our services through our website, www.rebeltalkradio.net. You can see it on the screen right underneath us. If you want to look at some of our services, things like that. But we are here for the rebels. We are here for the community, and we always about bettering one another and helping each other grow. You know what I mean? Because we built this from the ground up. Y'all been supporting us like crazy, so we just doing the best we can to give everybody the best opportunities and potential services and things like that they need to better themselves. And as we grow, y'all grow.
Facts. And as DY said prior, I think the next couple of video series that we're going to be doing is on sync licensing. I think it's important for us to know the process. So we're going to be documenting that process as we ourselves try and dabble into that a little bit. So make sure to stay tuned for that. A lot of cool stuff going on the channel, man. It's about opening our mind, expanding possibilities. And as a community, we can do that together. Alone, it's very hard. And so if you're part of the family, we're here with you. We're going to rock with you.
Hell yeah, man. So yeah, we are gonna wrap it up for tonight. I do appreciate everybody for tuning in. If y'all do want to kick it with us, send some music in, things like that, definitely hit us up in the email, and then we'll jam to y'all on next stream. Y'all already know, man.
Facts. Get your submissions in now for next Friday. That's how it's gonna roll from now on. We gotta have 10 songs to play, and then we'll do that. We'll have a little A&R for you, review your demos, whatever it is. And don't forget, we're creating connections out here, man. So we might hear something and somebody else might hear it. You never know. Anyways.
Maybe one day y'all get a studio like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One day y'all get this.
Man, I don't even have a studio like that. Shit.
Hey, man, I was on the grind every day, man. You see that Rebel Talk Radio logo up there? That was custom. You know what I'm saying? I put that in. I had to mount that in the wall.
I wonder what a monthly payment looked like on that a month. You know what I'm saying?
No, I just bought it outright, man. I just bought it outright.
You got that P. Diddy money, huh? You survived Diddy. He paid you off. Huh?
Diddy didn't do it, man. Shout out to 50 Cent. Newest document, man. Free hashtag free Diddy, man.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. Anyways, man. I it's always a pleasure to get up here, man, while I'm living life, be able to connect with my peoples and my brothers. And Yeah, man. So keep it moving, keep it pushing. Let's get it. It's about to be 2024. So let's do it.